welcome to a Lefty Knitter podcast. This is episode 121. You're coming to my channel. My name's Aquila. I live in Baltimore, Maryland. Thank you for coming to my channel. I don't know. I just want to say thank you. I have hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I even got an official email from YouTube. You know, just saying. You can find me at all the links down below. I need to give a shout out to Michael from Piece for Piece Crafting, who did the most funny little intro. I love his intros. If you don't watch him, you should watch him. I know many people came from there and they told me they came from there, and I just want to I already personally thanked him, but I want to thank him again. And also, I know a few people came from Pretty Twisted Yarns, Theresa. So thank you for sending people my way. I mean, it's crazy. I've been doing this for, I think it's been like 4 years and I'm just hitting 1,000, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm hitting my stride. Oh boy. I record vlog style and throughout the week and kind of piece it all together at the end. So you may have already seen a video. I'm not sure if I'll put that in first or not. Cranking a little bit. I have an Erlbacher Speedster circular sock machine. I was cranking an order for a customer, and it's a custom order. It's a little different than the options I have in the Etsy shop, but you know, message me on Etsy, because it's easier to find the messages on Etsy if it's regarding an order versus on Instagram. So just putting that out there. Plus, if we talk about a custom order, I can then use the messages from Etsy to create the custom order, which is really a cool feature if you ask me. So this is what I was cranking in that video. Everybody said they really enjoyed. I added a little bit more of video clips where I'm not just talking to you and me just doing stuff. So people, I think, really like that. I like doing that. I'm just not always mindful to turn that camera on, right? It just doesn't always happen. Just like you're out having fun with your family, you're not always thinking of, I need to take pictures of everything that's happened. It doesn't happen. So I posted these. I posted it on IG Reels. This was in the Reels video. It also appears in the IGTV video where I'm picking up a drop stitch. So you could check that out. But yeah, so Andy believes this could be the Earth yarn, URTH. I'm not sure if that's what this was. This didn't come with a label, so, but this is 100 grams total, and this is what I am doing for the customer. Yeah. Also, I've been trying to put more reels on Instagram of me cranking different colorways, and just for fun, because people like seeing it, I think. I'm not sure. I cranked 2 skeins that John dyed, so I just thought I would show you that right now. I didn't video it because I didn't think about it. This was OBX Rum Drops. And so when John dyes yarn, it's pretty much a one-of-a-kind type deal. He is not doing repeatable colorways. So if you want something, he usually does 5 skeins. So you gotta buy it when it goes up. And this was Brood-X for the cicada colorway. So these need to go out today. I think I will try to remember to record a small clip of me doing a little bit of packaging. I just have to remember to do it. I have to get these out in the mail today, so I wanted to show you before I package those up. I did get some happy mail. Let me show you that. So I talked about Andy. Her husband is now dyeing yarn, and he is going by Hearing Colors Dyeworks. So you should check that out on Instagram. I'll link that down below, Instagram and Etsy. And when I saw this, I loved it. So the color name, I'll probably butcher, Mazama. And Andy talked about the name, and it was a location. I can't remember. And it has a little pine cone. Look at that. This is so pretty. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. It's going to do some micro striping, so I'm really excited about that. So this will probably end up being socks, or it could do some cool pulling and maybe a hat. Or I don't use it for any of those options and I make something else with it. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. Look at that neon green action. Oh, focus. There we go. So pretty. So pretty. All right, I want to thank everybody for all the comments. I finally replied to all comments on all my videos, I believe, that were like the last 3 videos. I try to comment when somebody comments on the older videos also. I don't always remember to go back that far in videos, so I try to comment on those right then and there when I see them come through. But I do go back and try to comment on all my videos that I recently put up. And I totally didn't do my show notes yet for last week. Oops. Ugh. Also, if there's something I talk about and I don't mention it, or I forget to put it in the show notes, which are down below in the doobly-doo, please message me. Please type a comment and say, what were you talking about? I couldn't understand you. Please repeat that. Thank you. I will get back to you on what I was talking about. So I did get some camper knitting done. We bought that camper, we told you. So we loaded the truck up. We went to sign the paperwork on the camper, and we took it camping that night. Not a terrible thing. I mean, so we've been camping. We know how campgrounds work. We did a walkthrough of the camper, and we learned how to do things that we didn't previously know how to do, because it's a travel trailer versus our pop-up, so there's different things. And it was good that we took it we just did it. And it was really good, because we found out what A, wasn't really working properly, or maybe B, we weren't doing properly. So we had a list of things that we were able to take back to the RV place where we bought it and be like, hey, A, B, C, D, E. They needed it back anyway to do some other little things that we had put in the package, but since we were taking it that night, they're like, just bring it back. So they now have a list. You know, you're putting this money out and you want to make sure it's all flowing properly. But I showered in our camper. I cooked in our camper. I would be very mindful of what I cook in the camper because it smells. But I boiled noodles, and we had macaroni and cheese one day because we needed to eat something and we were going to the rodeo, which there's the cutest video. So stay tuned for that video because I'll probably pop it in at the end. They let the kids go out and they have like stick horses and they let them play, and they have somebody out there doing like a manual bull riding thing and whatnot, and you can use the ropes and rope stuff and lasso and whatnot. So she finally got up the courage to go out in the middle of the ring, and she's out there playing with all these other little kids, and she is the funniest. She's like, woo, riding her stick horse. But the video is the sweetest. So there was triplets that were sitting behind us, and they were out there too, and one of them fell, and Hazel, it melts my heart. Oh my God, sorry. I'm not crying. I can't just stop smiling thinking about the video. So please stay tuned till the end of this video to watch her and her kindness. Like, it makes me feel like I'm doing okay mama job, right? Like, I've done right. So, you just gotta watch the end. All right, I'm gonna stop. I got some camper knitting done. Not much, but I did. We were at the rodeo a lot of the day. Saturday, Sunday we left, so we were packing up and whatnot. So it was a very short trip, and that's okay, because Friday when we got there, we were setting up. So it was very short, and the place had a pool, so of course we were at the pool. And yeah, so I didn't take it to the pool. She usually wants me to get in with her. It was cold, let me tell you. I got in though. But I try to like let her do her thing so she can find friends, right? And then she's playing. And then I can sit and observe. So not a whole lot of camper knitting. But I was able to edit the podcast and get it up at the campground, which means either A, my internet connection was just decent because we did not pay for the Wi-Fi at that campground. We had never been there before. It was a privately owned campground. It wasn't a state campground, which I don't even know if state campgrounds have Wi-Fi. I've never paid enough attention because we don't use it. So this is Pretty Twisted Yarns. This is Theresa, who I mentioned earlier. These are her old labels, so don't be confused. This is the Endure base. It's a 80/20 high twist BFL nylon, and it's Beach Ball Blast. Here's the Gobstopper balls, which John, of course, put on Instagram about me, like, holding Theresa's balls. We're that family, okay? If you haven't figured it out by now, we're just real, and we tell it how it is, and, yeah. And that was a comment I got too, and I want to thank that person for, even though they may have only watched one episode and they felt like we were real, like just out there, like I'm never going to put on a fake mask for you guys. I'm not going to always tell you everything that's happening in our lives, but I'm not going to like fake it to make it. Here's the sock. These are Chigu, and they're the 9-inch circulars. I don't know if I mentioned that I was using them last time. I don't know, but I am. 64 stitches, a US 1. And I cast on, did the ribbing, and in the stockinette part, I am just doing some slip stitches. So every color change, I'm changing, say, the first stitch of 4, and then on the next color change I shift it over so it's not the first stitch, it's the third stitch if you were using this stitch, if you were using the beginning round, but you can't really do that. You have to look below and see where that slip stitch was and then just move your slip stitch over too, because you can't just follow the beginning round marker to do that, because the color change isn't always going to be at the same spot. So it gives this fun little, you know, patterning on it, so it's not just the straight up stripes. I like it. So, all right, that's all I have. I haven't knit on anything else. I did buy a pattern or two. Oh, and that's another thing. People really love Hohi and the hipster shawl. That was always on my radar, but it was never in my queue, and I'm not quite sure why. But the Odyssey shawl by Hohi was, and now I think there's a few more of my favorites from people telling me about the stuff that is their most worn item or favorite item that they've made. So you should check out the comments below. I favorited a few things. Some of them were brioche, and that is going to be something I maybe try to tackle this summer. So stay tuned. If I have done a little bit of brioche. I wasn't, and I just never went back to it. I did it. I didn't weave the ends in on it. I need to go and do another pattern with brioche. So, but I bought some patterns. I bought it's a head wrap, and I can't remember the name of it. Andrea the cat lady. I'll try to post a picture here of it. I'm sure Andrea won't mind. It was just released not long ago, so I purchased that because I now have longer hair. if you've known me in the past years of videos, I am prone to cutting my hair off because I just get bored. But now that I have the longer hair, I could do like the 50s rockabilly bump with the headscarf type thing. I used to wear bandanas all the time with the ponytail and the head, you know, yeah, that look. So I bought it, and it doesn't take a lot of yarn, and I think I might use yarn that's left over from my Vertices Unite, because it's 2 colors, like lace panel with a border, and it's intarsia flat, which I've never done. So there's something else new that I will be attempting. All right, I am going to take all this stuff back down to my dungeon and get some more work done and do some Etsy work during lunch. So I'll hopefully try to remember to video. So it's now not Tuesday. Wow, today is, I think it's Thursday. I'll tell you, it is Thursday, June 24th. It is very early, not very early in the morning, but it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm gonna get at least one of these done for the order that I have. I'm sitting at my machine. This is down in my basement. This is where my office is, and this is like my yarn room now too. This is, we had a weird setup when Hazel was born, so this was actually her bedroom for the longest time. You can see my sticker station up there. It is a dowel rod holding rolls of stickers and a bucket at the end with stickers that aren't on rolls, because that's how I roll. So I have 2 yarns here that I've actually never used before. This first one is Knitterly Things Vesper Sock. This is called Thankful, and I'm assuming it may have been like, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, a Thanksgiving colorway. I know there's the blue in it, but all the other colors remind me of Thanksgiving. So these are all split. This was 100 grams, or, you know, close to thereof, split into 4. So I have 4 of these, which I'm doing the ribbing at the top and then a cranked tube for this customer. Like I said, this is a custom order. This is a custom order, a large custom order that I've been working on for a while, and I really, really apologize to the person. They know who they are. It's just taking a longer amount of time. And the other yarn is very rare unicorn yarn, let me tell you, because Jinx Yarns no longer dyes, and she was a self-striping dyer, and she used to have a lot of amazing videos on how she would set up her self-striping, and I know Theresa from Pretty Twisted had watched those prior to, I can't think of her name and I apologize. She's now taken down all those videos from YouTube, so you can't even go watch them. I really enjoyed watching her podcast, and I hope she's doing well. So I haven't seen many posts from her. I should go check that out. But Jinx Yarns, this is, like I said, it's like unicorn yarn. It's the rare yarn that you don't see a whole lot of, and when you do, I think people aren't giving it up. So this is Jinx Yarns. And this is a 3-rose red, 3-rose variegated. It is a strong sock self-striping, and it's called Christmas Lights. And this is a 80/20. My lighting down here is not the greatest, so I apologize already in advance. So I'm probably going to do a little bit of clips of this, and I am going to video it for my IGTV or Reels, probably a Reels. Yeah. I had put up on my Instagram a question of things that you guys would want to see on the machine on Instagram. I know not everybody's there. And I'm not quite sure if I will record this if I'll put it on YouTube also. Maybe. I'm trying to figure out, I know on IGTV you can do landscape or portrait, but on YouTube I would prefer to do landscape mode. So I might, I just don't know if I want to do it in landscape mode. That way I can post to both, or portrait mode and just post on Instagram. Somebody had replied that they want to see me make a setup bonnet, and if you don't know what a setup bonnet, these are my setup bonnets. I have them hanging on the wall here. I made both of these. These are what goes on your machine before you put any scrap yarn or yarn on your machine. So I am going to do that eventually, so stay tuned for that too. All right, let me get this going. All right, let's round up this video. It is Saturday, June 26th, and I'm going to show you the little bits that I cranked that I showed you the yarn on the cone. So this was the Jinx yarn in the Christmas Lights colorway. And this was the other yarn. I can't remember the name of the company. These just got to get woven in. I don't weave these in. I let the person weave those in. And this was Thankful, the colorway Thankful. Oh, I should have done that with this one too. Has all the little speckles, like Christmas lights. All right, I did not put a stitch marker on my sock to show progress. I mean, a progress keeper, I should say. This is the yarn from Theresa, and I didn't put, I don't think I was this far. I mean, I've put quite a few rounds on it since I showed you in the first clip, I believe. Because this is easy pick it up knitting. My stitch marker's there, mark every 10 rows. And I do like 170 rows usually, and then I do an afterthought heel, and then decrease on the toe. I'm gonna put a stitch marker in right now. But there you go. That's turning out so cool. I love having a little bit of a pattern. Not all of them, because I think it looks cool. You know, I think self-striping also looks neat just as its own self-striping, but I don't know. I like something a little different once in a while. So I'm gonna put my little progress keeper on right now so I don't forget. Let's do that. There's like cat hair. Luna likes to sit in my lap like all day, and it's not annoying. I love that cat, but cat hair everywhere. All right, so This was from Barb from Flame and Fiber, and it's a little glass. She does glass with a torch. I can't remember what it's called. She made that, and I got one of those from her. So now I can put my tin away. So I cast on one new project. I was telling you guys about it, the Twilight Time like scarf head wrap type thing. The designer is Brit Knitwear Designs. I wrote this down because I'm not gonna remember. Brit Knitwear Designs, and her IG is The Marvelous Miss Maker. So I'll have all that down below. And I did not pick colors from my Vertices Unite. I'm housing it in my naughty knitting sack bag. Bag of dicks. I chose, now this is gonna be a hot mess because I have 3 balls of yarn all attached. And I'm not very far. I am not struggling with this, but to me it's fiddly, I think, because I'm trying to keep all my little balls of yarn organized as best as possible. So I did not get very far, but I am using, this was Manic Panic that John dyed, and then this was the yarn that I dyed, and I sent Galentine's Day socks that weren't quite finished to some of my knitting friends. So this is the colorway I dyed that John surprised me in the dye room and was like, come dye with me. And I was like, okay. So here is the start of it. I am not very far, like I said. But I thought these went really well together because the pinkish magenta that's in this is definitely in Manic Panic. So not gonna focus. Nope. Oh boy, this is a mess. Bop. Bop. Nope. Nope. Just, it's not happening. It's not happening. All right, so I'm gonna bring John in, and we have a little bit to talk to you guys about. You might already know what we're talking about if you follow us on Instagram. I found a bow, and we're here to talk about our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. We had 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining us there. Yeah. So, since this is going to be, since we hit the 1,000 on YouTube, it is going to be a YouTube giveaway. And we're going to set the rules right now. Ready?
To be fair.
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 To be fair, shipping outside of the US is expensive.
Never again.
Very expensive.
Hashtag never again.
So, I apologize, but the physical prizes that we're gonna be sending out are gonna be US only. So, you have to be a US resident and you have to be subscribed to this channel. We'd appreciate if you went and followed us on Instagram, but that's not needed. So, we have decided that on the YouTube comment picker thing, you can put in a code word that it searches for, and so we have picked that, and we're going to explain it right now. So you can comment whatever you want, but we're going to also play a game with this. We're playing the Ruin a Movie with One Word game. So your word that you have to put in the movie title is
Shart.
S-H-A-R-T. So let's give an example. The Jurassic Shark.
Land Before Shark.
Okay. So there are some weird things with this.
Yeah.
So, sometimes
Shark
you
fiction.
Sometimes you have to put like an S at the end and pluralize it, or put an ED or whatever. So if you have to do that to make your movie title work, also in the same comment, just use the S-H-A-R-T by itself, because that is how the comment picker works, and it will only pick that. So if you have to pluralize the movie title Sharts, just make sure you also put Shart. Okay, we've said that way too many times.
I can't believe you actually agreed to this.
I agreed to it.
Yeah, so
I talked earlier in the video about how we're like those people that are just funny and goofy and
The sound of shark.
Okay, so you get the idea, right? So that is for our U.S. viewers. Now, I've decided, because it's not quite fair that international viewers...
To be fair.
International viewers, I would like you to also comment, but your comment's going to be different. So I'm going to use a different comment picker word for that, and that's going to be abroad. A-B-R-O-A-D. Abroad. So if you could put that, you live abroad, or whatever. However you put it in your comment, you can just put the word abroad and then comment whatever else you would like to comment about this video.
And what will they get?
And, for the international people, I'm going to do patterns that can be gifted much more easily.
Via electronic mail.
So if you have Ravelry, or if there's a pattern on Etsy that I can gift you, it would be US $10 and under, and I'm going to be picking 3 winners for the international, because, to be fair. All right, so we have a few of the physical prizes already in hand, so we're going to show you a couple of those now, right? Because we don't have everything. So you'll have to, we didn't finish the rules. Let's finish the rules. You'll have 2 weeks to comment. So by the time this goes up today on June 26th, this is episode 121, we'll have put out episode 122. That'll go up on 7/3. And on 7/10, when I record and the finishing roundup video for episode 123, I have notes, that is when I will pick it. So you'll have a 2-week window, because I know not everybody can be like, oh, Lefty Knitter has a new podcast, let's watch it now. It doesn't happen that way. So I feel like a 2-week window, you have 2 weeks to enter. So even if you don't watch this till 7/10, July 10th, you could still enter. Well, as long as I haven't picked the winner before then. You should probably do it before 7/10. So there's the rules. I'm not going to be putting rules down below because it attracts a lot of crazy and robots and bots and whatever. So you have to watch, you would have had to watch that already. Yeah. Does that work? That works.
I think.
Okay, I think we're good.
So, last giveaway, I think I did 5?
5 skeins and the bag that Brian from Haynes House had made and donated.
Yeah. I don't have a bag yet.
We could get a bag, or we could not get a bag, or we could...
You got any more bags that I can tie up?
Mm-mm.
Nah. Man, whatever. So, we only have prizes so far from 2 makers. And there are...
I think there's a total of 7 makers, right? Or 8? You are included in that.
If I do one, yeah.
Okay. So let's just show what we have.
Let's show what we have. Bobby, the international foot model, Canitrus, is killing it. He seems to be having fun. I procured these from him, so that I could give it to you. I'm pretty sure he knew that I'm not going to be making anything with it.
All right, so Hearing Colors Dyeworks.
Hearing Colors
Links
Dyeworks.
will be below.
Links will be below.
This is Jewel Beetle, and you get a little cute butterfly.
Jelly.
And then this one is Unicorn Camo, and you get a unicorn.
Is that why you never see unicorns?
Bobby's onto something.
Oh boy.
He's onto something.
Oh boy.
They're real, y'all. We told Hazel they're not, but maybe they are.
She keeps asking me about ghosts. Where did that come from? Like every other day.
She also asks and makes sure our doors are locked every night, and she asks us like 4 times.
You sure?
It's a thing. I think it's an age thing, because I think I've heard of other parents talking about this.
Nah.
All right. Back to the prizes.
Back to the prizes.
Okay, no, stop sprinkling. Goodness, you talk.
Me talk?
Yeah.
I got y'all some decaf vanilla chai tea, y'all. Just for the record, I didn't teabag you. Pretty Twisted Yarns did.
Pretty Twisted Yarns is teabagging you. She graciously donated this.
For our giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it's called Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights?
Mm-hmm.
Boogie Charts.
Shark Nights.
Now I want to see Mike Wahlberg's horn.
You can buy their wieners
movie?
now.
What?
They sell hot dogs.
Who?
Wahlburgers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. That got weird. If you've never seen the movie Boogie Nights, you should grab your children and watch it immediately.
Do not watch it with your children. Okay, so she graciously donated a skein of Boogie Nights. This is on her Endure 80-20, 400 yards. And so she is notoriously mostly known for her self-striping. This is not one of those, but you can still use the coupon code.
What is the coupon code?
It's down below.
Okay, cool. Cool. Isn't it like
Lefty 20? No.
Aquila?
No. It doesn't have my name.
Aquila the shark.
She also donated these minis, and you'll get a sticker. Look at these minis, yo.
Yeah, man, you can knit up some woodland creatures. Something.
They're very woodsy looking, aren't they?
They are very woodsy looking.
They're pretty.
I dig them. I wonder if they were made in mason jars. I bet you they were.
I don't know. All right, so we have some other things coming. You'll have to watch the next episode. Also, watch on our Instagrams because we'll be posting stuff there.
So every single person that I have procured stuff from are like heroes of mine. I hope you dig them
as much as you dig them.
As much as I dig
them. As much as we dig them.
If I didn't buy anything from you, it's please don't take offense. I've only got so many monies. We just dropped lots of monies in the last couple of weeks for our.
Well, yeah, we talked about the
personal.
I talked about the camper.
What about all the money that I've been putting into the truck?
Oh God! Well, that's part of all. To go camping, you need a tow vehicle.
Yeah. So, yeah. So that's. Are
you dyeing yarn today?
It depends on what that text message said.
Oh.
If we're gonna have company or not.
So what if we have company? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. Thank you to everyone who watches and comments. And make sure that if you want to enter this giveaway, you heard the rules. Go down below and stay tuned for that little video I was telling you about Hayes. I was saying how kind she was in the one video at the rodeo.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to put it at the end.
Gotcha.
So, she's a good little human. Yeah. All right.
Wayne's World outro?
Oh,